Good morning, guys. This is the Ukraine again. So today we're going to talk about the AWS storage and the content delivery. So how does the AWS handles its storage and the content that the storages have? So there are services that AWS uses it. So basically, the one of the most favorite is the S3 simple storage services. So it's a highly available, scalable, and durable object storage. In a simple words, if you want to compare with the compare this to a hard drive, an external hard drive that we use it quite often. So this is kind of similar to that, and what it has is it has the unlimited amount of data, and within a hard drive you have a limited amount of data, and only one person can use it from via one PC at a time. But this is more like it has unlimited amount of data, and there are concurrent users who can access it at the same time, and you can store any number of objects in it, and of any type, as it's an infinite amount of data, so you can store any number of objects, or that could be of any type, that could be of HTML pages or codes or files, image files, video files, encrypted files, and you can access them via the HTTP based protocols. So this is a very cost effective way, and it can store or a few of the things like a backup and recovery, and archives, big data analytics, disaster recovery, cloud applications, and content distribution. So this is in a simple way you can assume it as an external hard drive for the EC2 instance. You need to attach this to an EC2 instance to make use of these services. So the next one is the Amazon Glacier. This is completely opposite to S3. This is more of like not completely opposite to the S3, but in S3 you normally access the content or the storage objects pretty much immediately. And when I said opposite, that's the part that I'm referring to. The Glacier is the one that takes a long time to retrieve any object that's stored in it. So this is normally used for long time backups, which for example, like few documents, some country governments say that after 7 years you don't need them anymore, and they have to be stored somewhere, though they can't be deleted, so they store it in locations like glaciers, and since we don't use it often, so we can actually save them in glaciers. So Glacier is a secure, durable, and extremely low cost storage service for data archiving and long-term backups. Okay, to keep the cost low for the customers, Amazon Glacier is optimized for infrequently access data where the retrieving time for several hours is suitable, and S3 works closely with glaciers. The moment S3 reaches a certain time and certain file doesn't required anymore in S3, that file can be moved to Glacier, and it takes some time to download, but it's still there for you to use it. So that's a good part of Glaciers. And the next one is the Amazon Elastic Block Storage. This is like a hard drive for your PC, if you want to compare. So basically it has a limited amount of size in a hard drive, and this is also the same applies to here as well, and provides the block level storage volumes for the EC2 instances. And it automatically, the good part is like it automatically replicates within its availability zone to protect the organizations from component failure for any reason. If any EBS fails, and the EC2 instance is the one that the world accesses it, but for some reason it failed, and what happens now, it's not accessible anymore. So what happens is like Amazon will create a new EBS immediately, and that's been allocated to the EC2 instance, and it's one of the cool feature of the EBS. So the failures are very less, but if they do happen, then they are automatically replicated. Since they are automatically replicated, they can be spinned up very quickly, and it's very highly available and very durable as well due to the replication nature of it, and that is within its availability zone. And yeah, it's consistent and low latency performance, and storage needed to run variety of workloads, so you can install anything in it. And the next one is the Amazon storage gateway. So this is the service connecting on-premise software applications with the cloud-based storage to access seamlessly and store securely the IT environments, on-premises IT environments, and the AWS storage. So basically, this is something it's something like a super fast network between the storage networks like S3, Glacier, or EBS, and the IT premises within the company. So what happens is like you can seamlessly and securely download any files and objects. So this is very useful. The service is standardized by the storage protocols that works with the existing applications, and provides low latency performance by maintaining the cache of frequently accessed data on premises while securely storing all of your data encrypted in the S3 or in the Amazon Glacier. So you can S3 and Glacier supports the encryption as well. And the next one is the Amazon CloudFront. So this is the basically it's a content delivery web service. So basically this is something that is very handy, and this is one of the very cool features that I think it is a differentiator, and it's a pretty neat way of doing the business with the about how the AWS handles this one. This is more of like a so for example, you have a website sitting in the US, and if I'm trying to access it from the somewhere in the corners of the world, from somewhere in Thailand or something, so the latency, it takes some time to get the load the page. And with the help of CloudFront, what Amazon does is like it can uh, deliver the whole entire website, including any dynamic, static, or streaming, or even interactive content to the it's a global network of edge locations. So edge locations is something that are like a small size regions, you can say, for example. So these are where you this will have the copies of the website, for example, or a file or an images, something like that. So they are highly available, and they cache, basically it's like caching. And if there is an edge location in Malaysia, and if you're accessing from the Thailand, you won't be routed to the US, but you will actually reading the data from the edge location in Malaysia. So this is a very handy service that I feel, and basically it's a content delivery web service, works with the other Amazon services to distribute content to the users around the world, and requests are automatically routed to the nearest edge location, obviously. So yeah, so this is something about the storage and the content delivery system in the AWS, and there are a few more to it, and these are some of the most important ones that you need to consider learning about. So thanks guys for listening to me, and